And we are being joined now by Tony DeSalvatore. He's a local firearm safety expert, and he's joining us with the latest now from Surrey. Tony, thanks very much for joining us. You know, we see mass shootings like this in the U.S., but, you know, it's very new to all of us here in Canada, and our gun laws are much tougher. So what was your reaction when you heard this?
Well, there isn't really much of a reaction as far as the gun law's perspective. I don't look at it as a gun law thing. I look at it more as somebody who's, you know, in trouble for distress. I mean, losing his job. I don't know all the particulars because I haven't really seen the whole thing on the news. I just basically what I'm hearing. But I mean, stuff like this can happen to anybody, whether they're, you know, a legitimate gun owner and been hunting all their life and stuff like that.
Yeah, and we don't know what the situation was like with this particular suspect, but maybe just refresh us on what the procedure is to actually get a gun legally in this country.
Well, Canada has what we call a Canadian Firearm Safety Course program, and there's actually two programs. One is for the non-restricted course, which covers your standard shotguns and rifles, and then the one is a restricted course, which covers your standard handguns. Now, the procedure here is that you must take this course, or if you have some previous firearm experience, you have the option of challenging the exam. Once you complete the course or the exam, at that point you can submit an application to the federal government. In the application, you are required to answer some questions about personal stuff, you know, a little bit of criminal history. You're also required to have two references. And also your spouse must sign on the application form, and you also must submit a passport type photograph. And this all gets sent back east to Miramichi, New Brunswick, and then it gets assigned to an officer or chief out of the chief firearms office in the province that you live. One of the officers will get the file assigned to him, and his job will be to check out your background, do a criminal search on you, confirm with all the references, and then at that point make a decision whether or not you can have a firearms license based on all that stuff. So really the process is pretty good because there is a sort of a background check, and it's quite extensive from what I understand. But again, it doesn't solve this problem.
No, it certainly doesn't. I guess we're learning now that RCMP seized a shotgun from the scene. Are you surprised to hear that it was that type of weapon?
No, because whenever you have these type of shootings, it could be really any type of weapon. It really depends on the person and what type of weapon or firearm, as we like to refer to them, that he chooses to use.
Now, are you satisfied? You know, you went over the laws, but are you satisfied with the current gun laws in Canada, or do you think that maybe certain things need to be tweaked?
Well, I mean, no law is perfect, but it's definitely better than many other laws around the world. In fact, we get a lot of people south of the border that come over here, and then they want to bring their firearms in here and end up having to either, as I said before, come and take the course or challenge it. And most of them end up taking the course, and then they compliment us on how well our Canadian Firearm Safety Course program really is compared to some of the stuff they've seen down there.
All right. Tony DeSalvatore joining us from Surrey. Tony, thank you very much for joining us with that. Certainly lots to think about today, especially from a firearms perspective. So thanks for that.
You're welcome. Thank you.